Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayla and today we are here watching some melody project cover things by JIHYO. I know I'm kind of known for my longer Twice covers, no, my longer Twice videos. However, I was aware from you guys the different melody projects that have happened by each of the members, and I wanted to do them individually because the playlist is kind of long, and I think that I am more likely to miss some if I just did them all at the same time, and B, like, I want to give a little bit of time for each member to kind of shine. And I'm pretty sure, unless I'm lying, there was a little bit of a teaser on Twitter, maybe, that Jonghyun might get a melody project soon. And so I don't want to have done a video with all of them and not have hers included anyways. So what we're going to do, actually, we're going to start with this one. We are going to do JIHYO's, and I'm going to make my way through them all. I do realize as I'm talking, I still have Nayeon's solo to react to. So I will do that actually next video. That's what I'll do. But I'll make my way through the members. I think JIHYO's, Momo's, and Chewy's actually, when I was watching the guides, really struck me, caught my eye, and I was like, I want to react to those ones immediately. So that's what I'm doing. JIHYO is my tentative bias, though I won't say anything for sure yet. So I really wanted to watch her especially do this performance. So yeah, that is what we're doing. Let me know in the comments too, specific ones, specific covers you want me to do for each member, because I'm pretty sure some members have multiple, more than just two, and I probably won't be able to fit 5 or 6 into one video, but let me know the specific ones you want from me. I also wanted to ask if Momo had a different one, because I only saw her dance one, but I don't know if she has a vocal cover as well. So let me know. However, for right now, we are going to react to Crown, JIHYO's performance project. Crown is a cover of a song by Camila Cabello and Gray. And I believe she's singing in this too. It's not just a dance cover. So I am so excited. Okay. We're ready. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. This is already a production. She sounds beautiful. Okay. No skin off your back to blame us. Now waiting on the world to save us. Whoa. She's using some interesting physicality in this too. Sing. It's interesting, very kind of contemporary dance, which I wasn't expecting. Yes. Wow. I'm sitting on my throne, running for the crown, running for the crown. Oh my god, the back. I'm running for the dude. I'm running for the crown, running for the crown. So hit me on my bones when I'm sitting on my okay, ma'am. Crown, running for the crown. I'm running for the. Don't tell me it's over. No. Gio, the woman you are. Look at that face. Okay. That was crazy. She did a lot of moves there that, like, I was very surprised by, like, her flexibility and stuff there. I will say, I think it's very telling that she decided to do a performance, like, based project for whatever. Like, it wasn't just, she wasn't just gonna do a vocal cover. She decided to dance as well. And I think that's very, like, it represents Gio, I think, a lot, because I think that, like, she is such, and I've said this before, she's such an amazing performer. I've watched some twice, like, live performances on my Patreon. I've really, really enjoyed them. I'm getting requests to watch more and stuff like that, so there's been more stuff going on. But I think that, like, her performance facially, and though I'm not a dancer, I will say, from what I've heard from people who have analyzed, like, Twice's dance, I'll say, I think that she is a fantastic dancer, and it is up there with the level of her voice, if that makes sense. Like, with how good she is as a main vocal, I think she is not appreciated enough as a performer. That makes sense, you know? Like, I don't, as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think she's considered part of the dance line or whatever Twice's dance line is. And that also maybe just because, like, they debuted, what, like 8 years ago or 7 years ago or whatever it was. So maybe it hasn't, you know, she hadn't caught up at that point. But, like, I just think that, like, as a performer, I don't know if many female idols can be at her level of performance all-roundedness, you know? Like, there are lots of female idols that are amazing at dance. I'm sure there are female idols that surpass Gio in maybe technical ability in that way, but I think that the emotion and just the obvious, like, joy you can tell she feels from performing is harder to come by, if that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining myself well, but, like, facial expression wise, I come from an acting background. I've done it in school. I was in a university, and I continue to do it. I really, really enjoy acting. It's something I want to teach when I'm older. And I think that it's really hard to teach the way that she performs, because it's just so effortless and ties in with whatever she's performing so well. Now, I rambled on a little bit to say that I think that this cover is a perfect representation of her, because it has those elements. She was able to kind of delve into maybe different styles of dance that she hadn't really done or hadn't explored fully. She was able to give us that full performance, and we were able to get the vocals. And I assume that was something that she really wanted people to see. This was released 2 years ago. Okay. I think I vaguely remember when this came out, because I remember some of my friends talking about it, but I wasn't, like, a Twice, like, follower or anything at that point. So I do remember this having a lot of buzz, though, and I can 100% see why. So we are going to watch that one more time. Sorry if that's annoying to you. I want to watch it again, so we're going to watch it again. I want to pause and, like, talk about specific moments and stuff like that, so let's go. That part when she did the back bend with her foot. Ugh! Production value. And look how gorgeous she looks. Holy shit.
Been sitting on your tongue for ages. Words ripping off your mouth, contagious. Oh.
Yes, give us that face.
No skin off your back to blame us. Now waiting on the world to save us. Oh.
I love that move With the leg.
blame us.
The
Now
slow
we need the
turn.
world to save us.
Oh, and the dancers too. Yeah.
Baby, you're fine. I see you when I close my eyes. I think it's time a kingdom that is mine. Oh, me
Yes,
and I,
turn.
the way you move is so
That little solo part.
I think it's time a kingdom that is mine. Oh, me, oh, my, the way you move is serpentine. Think it's time. I'm running for the
Dude, that moment right there when it zooms into her and it's just, is it just like a white background? Like, that's wild. That's crazy. I think that like moments like that really like showcase it specifically, like what I was talking about before about her stage presence, and facial expressions. I also think that like a lot of what I've seen from Twice, obviously, except for maybe Cry for Me, is very the performance aspect of it, the facial expressions that it needs is very much like happier, like excited. Maybe they have some that are more like sultry-esque, but it's a little bit different than I feel like this is, which is like just also kind of shows her ability to perform. It's not just she can have a beautiful smile on her face and look like she's loving what she's doing when she's singing something like Talk That Talk or like Scientist. She can do it in this kind of scenario, which is more like power and based on like her like confidence and trying to get somewhere or trying to get something. And I think that that's reflected a lot in her facial expressions. So it's also showing that like diversity of performance too. Anyways, let's watch this part again.
Think it's time. I'm running for the crown. Running for the crown. So hit me on my bones when I'm sitting on my throne. Running for the crown. Running
Yes!
for the
I love how they did this bare feet too.
now.
Oh, so good. Look at that shot. That is crazy. Oh, I love action shots like that in dance. Wow.
On my throne, running for the crown, running for the crown. Now I'm running for the.
Ooh! Good God. Like, oh, that one that was just there. The way that she does her body lines are so gorgeous. Like, that part too. Wow, look at her purposeful fingers. Like, oh, it's gorgeous. That floor work.
I'm running for the crown.
Oh, those hits.
I'm running for the crown, running for the crown. So hit me
Oh, the slow-mo really helps too in that part.
running for the crown.
Oh, her face there. Yes! Dude, her hairography.
I'm sitting on my throne, running for the crown, running for the crown.
The way she like, oh, the way she moves there, it's very like, I don't even know. It feels very like she's creating a plan and ready to execute it to get what she wants, you know? I don't know if that like makes sense via dance, but it's just kind of like what the vibe is like there, and she's like kind of like growing into herself and getting ready for it.
The crown, running for the crown.
Yeah.
Now I'm running for the
dude. That was phenomenal. Ah, okay. Okay. Geo Performance Project. Okay. All right. That was fantastic. I don't even know what to say. I feel like I explained myself a lot in the in between the two watches, but yeah, loved that. We'll be going to rewatch that. But now we're on to JIHYO TV Melody Project. This is a cover called A Late Night of 1994 by Jang Hye-jin. So, yeah, this is as far as I know, this is a vocal cover. And I'm very excited. So let's go. Oh, we started low. Pretty. Cute. Dance the night away. She has so much emotion in her voice. She's gonna belt that by the end. One thing about JIHYO is she knows how to build a song. We're back. Ah, the emotion. There she is. Oh. You can't give me that smile after that. Are you kidding? Oh, so emotional. Wow. Wow, okay. Well, I understand why that's the most replayed, but there is a part It's over here. Yeah. I do want to touch on a little bit before I talk about it. I love that. I love when, and it's a thing that lots of ballads do, but I really, really like when in the first chorus you get a lot more falsetto, a lot more flipping up, and then in the last chorus you get those emotions belted out because it's a build-up. It's one of my favorite things that ballads do. And I think that, like, this one particularly is really, really special because, like, sometimes singers are really good at being emotional when they are belting it all out, and it's harder when they're just singing kind of more normally, when they're just flipping up into the falsetto. It sounds pretty, but it's harder to get that emotion across. And sometimes it's the opposite. Singers can have a really, like, developed, like head voice, and they are really able to make it into an emotional experience. And then when they try belting, it's a little bit like they're just trying to get that technique perfected, and it's less of the emotions from it. JIHYO, like I said before, is a really, really great performer, like in her face and in her body, but also she performs using her voice, and she shows her emotion. I've noticed especially that she shows that, like, and I don't even know what the song is about, so maybe I'm speaking out of my ass a little bit here, but she really shows that emotion and what feels like a raw kind of feeling, and she shows it everywhere in her voice. It doesn't matter if you're at the low end or at the high end. It doesn't matter what she's doing. She knows her voice well enough that she can change it in that way, and she's just expressive enough with it that she knows how to do it everywhere in her voice, and I think that's really cool. I want, again, to listen to this part one more time and then listen to the, like, climax, I would say, and then we can, yeah, be done with it there, but listen to these choruses. All right, let's go here now. Hi. Oh, that, the way she says that line exactly made me tear up the first time. It's making me tear up again. Oh, wow. It literally sounds like, good God, it literally sounds like she's in the middle of a sob when she's trying to sing that. What's that song called? It reminds me a lot, I need to calm down. It reminds me a lot of, in the musical Les Mis, Anne Hathaway plays, spoilers for Les Mis if you care, plays I believe a prostitute mother who is dying because it's the French Revolution and there's no food and she has no heat, and basically she has this final song where at certain points of it she's literally crying while she's singing it. It's called I Dreamed a Dream, and it's one of my favorite performances of all time. I really like musicals. It's a fantastic performance, and this reminds me, that moment right there reminds me so much of that part, or those parts, in I Dreamed a Dream. And it really got me. We're gonna listen to it one more time and hope I don't cry through it, but let's go. Oh. That part too. And that's what's crazy about this last shot where she finishes, she breaks character, and suddenly she's fine. Like, she's smiling at the camera. And I think that, like, that right there, that breaking character really, really shows how much of a great actor she really is. Because, like, a lot of people, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here, but a lot of people act from personal experience, from their own emotion. They feel it like they are that person, and that's a really good way to get into certain characters and stuff like that. It's not the only way to act, but it is a good way to, like, especially if you're starting out, it's a good way to really get into your character. But sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you don't have the exact same experiences the character has, or you don't feel it in the same way they do, because, like, you don't have that, like, lived experience from it, and that's fine too. Whatever it is, it's fascinating when a really amazing actor can go from having a breakdown, sounding like they're about to cry or actually crying, and then a cut has happened, or they come off stage and they're just like, oh, that was so much fun. And then suddenly they're out of it. And I think that, like, that, especially here, is really, really awesome. And I know that, like, part of this might have been acted, like the recording and everything of it, but, like, it's still really, really cool to see her come out of it like that and be like, see, now I was just really emotional, and now look at me. And, like, I don't know, because I'm around acting a lot, and I just think that, like, you don't always see people able to just, like, break just like that, and it does really show that, like, that acting is there and it's really developed. And again, I've been ranting about her performance for a while. We watched 2 videos and this video is almost 30 minutes. So apologies if that was annoying, but I don't know. I have so much respect for her. And I hope you guys can see that through this. And I hope you guys really enjoyed, because this was so much fun to watch. So yeah, we're gonna leave it at this cute little face. And yeah, if you liked it, please give the video a like. Please comment who's you want to see next, and what videos I should react to if there are multiple from each member. And then subscribe, because I will be posting the rest of their melody projects eventually. So let me know what other, like, group Twice stuff you want from me too, because I was kind of hemming and hawing on what I wanted to do for Twice reactions, and this is kind of what I settled on. But I'd love to do more group stuff as well. I just kind of don't know where to start. So yeah, and join my Patreon if you want to come watch 16 with me, and then also watch other Twice reactions. That's about it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.